The fuck did I do? What the fuck did I do?
What?
What the fuck did I do? Oh, okay.
Speaking of,
What the fuck? Oh, I closed the fucking. I closed the browser.
It automatically saves. What are you going on about?
No, but what fucking button did I press and I closed the fucking browser? Like, oh my god.
All right, welcome to the MoeMoeKyun podcast, the podcast that is always on time.
no,
Right?
nah, don't lie to
We're on
this,
time?
man.
Yeah, we're always on time.
It's already Monday,
And
man.
And never a day late. Never a day late.
Never been late a
I've
day
never
in my
missed
life,
a-
honestly.
Yeah, I'm Kumiko.
Deadman, Tony.
I'm Marvin.
I'm Irving.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Well, guys,
But,
I completely
yeah.
blanked. But yeah. Oh, right. I was gonna fucking tell. I have soundboard off.
Ah, man.
I've been having soundboard off since like the very beginning, since they started adding that. Yeah. So I did tell Irving I finally found the trash that I want to watch this season.
Oh,
It was I found like there's trash out there for sure, like already airing. But this is like finally trash that I'm like into. And it's I don't know how it's actually like dubbed the title. It's called The Children of what? I can never spell it right. The Children of SHIUNJI family, of the SHIUNJI family. And it's a harem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew everyone was
Looking
gonna
at it
like
now.
this.
I'm looking at it now.
Yeah. So it involves there's 7 kids in this family, and there's 2 boys and 5 girls. Right?
Wait, when did you find out about this?
I think well, I started watching like 4 days ago. It has like 4
You've been
episodes
holding
out.
it back on me just cause of this.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm
You're
gonna
holding
tell you,
out on me just to debut that you're watching this here. What?
yeah.
I don't get it. That one I don't get.
I mean, okay,
talking
can I-
about regular topics? You sure?
Well, can I not have your like first impression like recorded?
No.
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 So you want me to tell you right then and there?
You
and
know,
not
you
make
know what's more
potential-
important?
Like, what is it?
That I would have been caught up with this garbage. With this real trash.
I'll be honest. I thought about reading it. I just I couldn't wait for the next episode. I thought about reading it, but I'm holding on. It is.
Yeah.
So let me go through it. The MC. I don't
Go
even know how
ahead,
to
man.
start this because it's so fucking. So there's 5 girls and then
I'm reading it. I'm reading
You're
it right
reading
now.
it?
I'm reading what the summary of it is, and I don't know how you're gonna explain that one.
Yeah,
like-
that's what I'm saying. So I'm just gonna tell you like the first episode. The first episode we're introduced to this guy who's 17, I believe, like high school. He's 17. He's not the oldest brother. Well, he's the oldest brother, but not the oldest sibling. And you know, he's a lot of fucking siblings. He has a twin, and then there's I think another set of twins that are younger. And then there's a 15-year-old girl, and the oldest one is an 18-year-old girl. Stop looking at me like that. Stop looking at me like that.
Oh no.
And the youngest 15, the youngest girl's 15th birthday, the dad comes out and says, "You're not related. Like they're not actually related."
Oh no.
And there was like there was an altercation off screen, like even before like the first episode, where the 15-year-old girl is kind of like came out and said, "I like the main character," or something like that. Like I think we weren't really sure like specific on what it was, but it was clear like the smallest girl likes the main character. And even before she was aware that they were blood related. Or they weren't blood related. I don't know what it's hard to explain how weird this show can be. Like it's so
like it was really a situation of I was gonna incest, but I guess technically now I'm not gonna incest.
Now we're all good, I guess, which is like, well, you still had 15 years behind you, knowing that this is your family. Where he going?
Brother and sister, huh?
Yeah. Well, it's a harem. It's tagged a harem, so there's potentially more with the other girls. And the cast is like your like typical like harem. Like there's the shy girl, there's the tomboy athletic one, there's the I don't know like the all-star. I don't know how to say this. The all-arounder, I guess. Tsundere. She's a tsundere.
Can I give a little bit of context here?
Yeah.
What's up with the sister stuff, Roland, man?
Dude, I went.
Nah, this is like the third one.
This is the
What's
third
going on?
Look, the first one I didn't even fucking know. Like I didn't know it was gonna go there. The second one, it was like, oh, okay, this is like the prequel to this, but it's like way trashier. So it was like, how bad can it get? And then this one's like, how do you make it a harem? I don't know what to tell you, man. It just came. I just walked into it, I guess.
I don't
You walk into
know.
a
You
lot of
gotta,
these, apparently.
A lot of
gotta
these,
be-
no, that's 3.
you gotta be. You
I mean,
go out of your way sometimes. With this type of
I
stuff.
don't. No, if it's airing,
One's
it's airing.
okay. 2, coincidence. 3,
Pushing the pal.
I don't know.
I'm pushing it.
You're
I don't
pushing it.
know, man.
I mean, at the end of the day, I want to know how fucking dumb it is, alright?
That's why I watch them too, yeah. What? Y'all couldn't just let that one go? Y'all couldn't just let me have that one, man.
I mean, you watch trash too, Irving.
Way out, but I admit it, you know.
Amid what?
Oh my god.
That I like them
Admit it.
because they're horrible topics.
I mean, yeah, and I'm doing this one because it's horrible topic.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You just try to catch me something. But yeah, that's my trash. And it's weird, and it's like, dude, there's trash that's like unwatchable, and you still watch it. I don't know how you're able to do it.
Yeah, don't go ahead and throw out some of your trash, man.
I'm used to just forcing myself through horrible stuff. You know, I haven't been watching my garbage, Yandere Dark Elf. I'm not caught up with it.
You're not caught up with it. You haven't even watched the first episode.
No, I watched the first one. I did watch that one all the way through.
What is it about, anyways?
Let me go ahead and look this up too.
The first episode was it's like some kind of party heroes or something.
Mm-hmm.
They finish their mission, their whole purpose or whatever, and then the guy has to go back to his original world because he laid the great evil or something.
Oh my god.
Whatever it is.
Man, this is hentai,
But in
man.
his party, there's a dark elf. She is insane for him or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a yandere. And she doesn't want to let him go, but they part ways or whatever. He goes back to his original world, normal life. And then he gets back to school. He comes back home, and all of a sudden, she tore a portal through the worlds and showed up at his house, but naked.
Fellas, it's a safe space.
No.
No. Okay, then I won't say anything.
But go ahead.
But go ahead.
I wanna judge.
I've seen this story before, but in another website.
Start with H.
Because this is not an original to an anime.
It's not as a concept or exactly this one.
Exactly this one. I'm pretty sure I know what this is.
That shit.
Does it
R-rated,
get
bruh.
Does it get? Because this, I'm pretty sure this is a hentai.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
I think there is a full 100% version, you know.
oh, so they
But-
censored it. There's censorship in this.
Nah, there's an uncensored version I'm
Basically-
watching.
Like
Or I
light
found,
censorship.
not watching.
This is on. This is not on the usual website, is it?
No.
I found it on, I don't know where you would normally stream it.
I really gotta pull it up here, right now.
I was like, I knew I've seen her somewhere.
I'm used to watching these alone, honestly. Like this is like one of those things where it's like, no, everybody get away from me. No one speak to me.
Yeah, you guys usually watch a anime like together, like in a Discord call.
Yeah, we'll watch like some of the premieres together. The stuff that we're like really excited about.
Right. No,
So
I do
that
everything by myself. The only time I join you guys is when I have already watched it. Maybe we can talk about actually good stuff. I've caught up to Guilty Gear. The I think fifth episode that aired a couple days ago.
Which I'm a fraud. I haven't watched it yet.
Bro, that's the only reason I fucking watched it.
No, you can't
How's
say anything
that?
to me because the entire time you haven't been caught up, and now all of a sudden the one time I'm not
Oh.
caught up.
I told it was gonna catch up. I think I did.
No, you're over here more excited about fucking Vigilantes. Of all animes, Vigilantes is the one that you were like, I really want to watch.
I mean, of course. I mean, I read the manga. Of course, I'm excited to watch it. Can I not be excited to watch something I've read? It's
You
like
can
it's,
be excited,
it's like when you
but-
read a book and they finally make a movie adaptation, bro.
Yeah, but it's My Hero.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with the initial story. It's just the same world.
Which I had it on when we were barbecuing at my house yesterday.
Oh, really?
And I was watching every now and then because I was busy like preparing the food and everything. And the things I was seeing, it wasn't that bad. I'm gonna have to watch it again because I
Absolutely.
didn't 100% give all of my attention to it. But
You have to lock in.
every time the Roach Man pulled up with his quirk,
The crawler, the crueler.
every time that he was popping out, and I was like, bro, that's such a lame quirk, bro.
I mean, but that's
It's going,
supposed to
like,
be
nowhere.
Man.
I
The
know
mentor
that,
had
but
aura,
that's-
bro. He knew how to box.
it. He's supposed to be like a layman.
Lame.
Like-
That's what the
man.
problem is.
And Pop says Quark isn't as good either.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, at least she's a cute little idol. How about that? She has that going for her.
And
At least.
yeah, you know what, baby.
He's double lame. He's lame in his personality, and he's lame in his quirk. Nah, bro. I don't want to watch him. I don't want him on my screen.
Dude, look, I promise you. I don't know how far they're gonna take it, but I promise you, Koichi gets better.
Wow. Hey, this dark elf shit pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, what did you watch? Guilty Gear. What have you caught up?
Outside of that, you mean?
I'm actually watching episode 4 right now.
Brother, right now. We can't do it right now.
As we speak.
Well, at least we can at least talk about episode 3, I guess. Which
Yeah,
kind
true.
I guess kind of nothing happened. It was just a yap session of a reel. we see Unika and Bridget like on like Bridget's hideout or whatever it may be.
Face to the face.
Bridget wasn't really pivotal to the story this time around.
No, she wasn't. I was kind of hoping a little bit more.
That's all you noticed, man. This is your Bridget bias coming out here. That's all you saw, bro.
I mean, she was just talking. Well, I guess she talked about like what's it called, about Unika like essentially finding herself, like her true self, and kind of doing what's right for her. Which was kind of like because I know Bridget's backstory. It's like it's kind of like a what's it called, like an analogy to a trans person.
Yeah.
Because Bridget's trans, is somebody out there doesn't know. They did show Bridget naked a little bit, which I was surprised.
When did that happen?
Okay, maybe that might have been episode 4, but I'm pretty sure it happened. No, it happened in episode 3, I believe. Like she was at the beach.
Well, we sort of already talked about episode 3.
Or no, episode 4. I'm sorry. Yeah, episode 4. She's talking with Unika, and it was just that really. We find out Unika because what's it called? What's her name? Jacko and her crew like figure out kind of like Unika. Well, they don't find out Unika's from the future, but they have like a suspicion that that anti-gear politician's working with Unika.
Because the whole thing on the previous episode was like at the end they're like, oh, we're figuring out we have a mole.
Yeah, like there's someone in the inside, and we figured out it's that one politician, or at least suspect, in episode 3, episode 4. But it's kind of obvious.
I mean, since episode 1, it's been like this is future Trunks.
Yeah.
Coming back to change the future type stuff.
Yeah, then we have like there was a little like miscommunication, I guess, from Sin and Soul, and then they patched things up or whatever. It was like really minor. Just like reading each other, and then they patch things up, and then Sin gets told by this alligator gear thing who's very smart, apparently, an intellectual, that because Dizzy is frozen, he is now the king of the gears, because he's the only commander gear, and he has 3 options. Well, he's given an immediate 3 options, which is one of them, like have the gears eat themselves, like command them to eat themselves. I forgot what the second option was, and then the third option was put the gears in space somehow, like through the power, like use all the gears' powers to send all the gears to space.
Oh shit!
Which is like already like a crazy concept. Like, how are you gonna? You just threw that out there, just being like, we're not gonna do that. Are you watching episode 5 right now, for real?
4.
Oh my God.
I'm watching this Yandere Dark Out, man.
Bro, how are you watching a podcast on the podcast? I mean, how are we watching
podcast?
Anime on the podcast about anime?
Man,
Were we supposed to already watch it?
I just got put onto this. I think I'm seeing the appeal of trash, man.
Yeah, I guess we can talk about more Guilty Gear next episode when Irving's caught up.
Irving, you're not doing your job, man.
Apparently not, man. We kind of decided that, oh, we're mostly gonna talk about Lazarus, so that's the one that I was like, okay, I guess I have to watch it.
I did my homework.
The one with more overall appeal to our entire group.
I'm playing Minecraft in the background. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Wait, can you share your screen?
Yeah, you should be sharing your screen now, man.
Alright, my fault. I was finishing up.
I thought you already finished it.
Yeah.
Oh no, I put in mine and then I did a little bit of tweaking.
Okay. We'll go play Minecraft, man.
I guess this is also a good time to segue into a bit of Lazarus.
Yeah, we can talk about Lazarus. This was episode what? 4? 4, right? Yeah, 4. So we start off kind of suspecting this Dr. 909. He has like transactions or knowledge about transactions of Dr. Skinner, and kind of like how they're connecting to like Hypna or whatever. Like they're kind of related with the stocks. And
Yeah.
and it all goes, I forget exactly how, but they end up being like, oh, we need to go to this club because that's potentially where things are gonna go down. And because of the club's owner being very successful with stock trading, so maybe he has connections to why Hypna, on why the stocks are going down, and he probably has like inside knowledge on Skinner, something like that.
I got ball knowledge.
Yeah, he got ball knowledge. So yeah, we try and go to his club. There's a rich millionaires club, and we get the crew that goes there. I think it's all of them, right? Because it's only 5. But Selena stays back, and she's a hacker. Yeah. So we got 4 of them that are on the ground, which is Axel, Doug, Leland, and Christine. I believe that's her name.
My girl.
Yeah.
Hey.
So they pulled up.
Nah. Watch out. My girl.
So they pulled up looking swag as fuck, and then Leland, they put him again on a goofy ass fit, which I didn't.
Dressing, man.
Dude, I looked at Leland and I was like, what the fuck is this? Who is this random ass girl that we have now? And they started talking. They got Leland cross-dressing, and honestly might be best girl now. Leland might be best girl now.
Oh God.
The
I
thing
didn't
is,
know
they
he
don't
could rock it
even
like that.
they didn't even discuss that was going to happen, and then they just spring it on you, and you're just like,
Yeah. They just
Who's
surprise
that?
you. Like I'm assuming now Leland's gonna be the one that's always dressing up for these raids or whatever they're called. For these missions. Yeah.
because of the previous thing too, where they were going to visit the grandma. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
they go visit the grandma. He puts on that I don't know. I don't even know what it's called.
He
but
looks like the Prince of Arabia, bro. That's what he looks like, man.
He does. He puts that on. He
He's like,
also
I gotta
put
fit
on.
in, bro.
Yeah. He also put on the what's it called? The janitor outfit. Going to Skinner's house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Christine did too.
Christine did too, but he's 3 out of 3 now.
Maybe he likes dressing up.
Maybe he likes
Except for the cross dressing.
He was a little
He had
nervous.
some complaints about it. He had complaints about the cross dressing,
But he still went through with it somehow. Like, also,
they
who
still got him to do it?
So clearly he didn't want to do it. So who made him do it? Who on the team was like, you're dressing up as a girl whether you like it or not?
I think he had to kind of be on board with it, man. Like, he didn't want to do it, but low-key he did.
You think maybe this awakens something in him?
Yeah.
Now he starts dressing up as a girl every mission?
Well, maybe. He was rocking that shit, man.
He was rocking it. I completely did not realize it was Leland until he started talking. But yeah, they're in the club now. They're trying to get information of where what's his name, Sam, I think. The DJ, not the DJ, the club owner, where he's at. And then Christine figures out like, oh, he always comes in with a DJ, and there's a DJ playing that night, and they always come in by helicopter. So they're trying to get into a VIP area. Yeah, visionary. They're trying to get into a VIP area. Christine is failing at it, and then Leland goes into the dance floor with Doug, and Doug's fucking it up out there. He's dancing his heart out, fucking it up, and then Leland immediately gets picked up, gets sent into a line for the VIP area. they're still trying to figure out how the guys are gonna get in there. And they found out they have this digital tattoos, which is kind of cool. But also, I'm not sure how they work because they have to take the tattoos out of them or something.
He had to jump the guy in the restroom.
Yeah, he jumped the guy in the restroom and had a scanner on him, which I don't know. I feel like I'm reading too much into this futuristic bullshit.
Nah, I don't know how the fuck you can just have, unless it's like connected to some type of bracelet, it just projects it.
It could be just a projection because it's a tattoo. So to me, tattoo is like a permanent thing. For it to be digital and potentially change, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it.
Maybe they got NFTs on their tattoos and stuff, bro.
You know.
It's like a Bored Ape.
You think someone has an NFT of Mario spreading his asshole?
Probably.
In the future, yeah.
That'll be me though. That'll be me.
Nah, if it was me in the future, I'd probably have loss.
No.
Or something representing loss.
Alright,
just like a vague one dot in the lines.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 1, 2, 2, and then laying down.
Actually, no. Mine's gonna be a red spot, a red like looking like a man laying down.
Some same hideout, low key.
Yeah. Never have it in an obscure place, so they don't see it. So it's actually a hideout. But yeah, they have that. They get the tattoos. They go upstairs. They immediately get like caught. Like, how the fuck do you have these tattoos? Who gave it to you or whatever? Meanwhile, I was gonna say girls, but I guess only one of them is. They get in there. They have like the fruit punch, which later turns out to be a drug, like a roofie. That they spread out to all the women.
Jim Jones.
Well, while that's all going on, Hacker Girl is trying to figure out stuff on the ATM transactions to try and find out who Dr. whatever, what 808?
Skinner?
What? Yeah.
Or
Dr.
909.
808,
Yeah, 909.
808 and Heartbreaks, bro.
Yeah, Dr.
Oh,
808 and
shit.
Heartbreaks.
Type shit. Hey, bullshito.
And they find out it's actually the DJ.
Yeah, they enhance and then they enhance and then they unblur, which is how everything works, even in the future. Maybe in the future,
No.
enhance finally works.
They said they threw a filter on it.
They did throw a filter on it. You're right. Yeah, they found out it's a DJ. DJ is now playing downstairs, and
Starts to.
Christine.
And then,
Christine wakes. Well, yeah, I guess she doesn't. She never felt that the drink. She never felt the roofie. She has apparently tolerance like Mao the poison.
type shit.
True.
And she slaps the shit out of him. I don't know if she slaps the shit out of him and then he falls down, or did something happen to make him fall down.
She kicked the fuck out of him.
Oh, okay, so that was like even further.
Yeah.
But she slaps him first. So yeah, she falls down. He falls into
DJ.
Vicious.
Visionary.
Visionary, yeah, visionary. He falls down there. They start having a fight up there. Elena tells the gang that Vicious is Dr. 909.
And so it was 909.
Yeah, Dr. 909, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they start running. Doug and Axel start running from the securities and they start shooting, and then they have a little action scene. It's pretty sick. Then Leland starts running. Elena kills the guy was chasing Leland. 909 and the club owner get into a helicopter, start running. And then we have another little fight scene, which is like probably the best fight scene so far. Which is with Christine and Axel like just going back and forth with that one gun, like shooting the guards.
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
Yeah, I love the
wanna
camera
know-
work they did on that.
I I wonder what artist animated that and how long it took.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's probably, I'm sure it's in the credits, but I think everything's in Japanese, right?
Yeah, unless
So
you
it's not
can
like you
actually
can't
read it. Yeah.
Wait, you'd have to probably go into like my anime list and figure out who was the director of that one specific episode.
Mm.
Or that artist of the one scene. I don't know. Somebody there's some like Twitter accounts, like I think it's called Sakuga or something.
Mm.
There's some Twitter accounts that always like put fight scenes and then reference who drew it. So maybe you can find it somewhere. Somebody knows. Yeah, they get into the helicopter.
I see some of the that's some of the stuff like that I see what the other guys say, where it's really fluid animation. I guess it's still not my 100% thing. That's what I'm looking out for, like in all anime, but you definitely see it.
Yeah, they do it well. They do it well, and they also do the story well. Like they keep it vague enough, but they kind of like hint at you something that may happen. Or like they leave little crumbs around, but then those crumbs turn out to be like not real. Helicopter. Axel jumps to the helicopter. And now we're like flying across the city, like hanging on that helicopter. And there's a little funny AI that doesn't want to make the helicopter crash.
Yeah, but every time you kick the console, it'll do the trick. Make her geek out and break the rules.
Yeah, they're freaking out, and it pushes Axel down, but then turns out Leland is finally with his drone again. He picks up Axel, and there's a gun taped into the little drone, and he starts shooting the helicopter down. He shoots it down.
No, yeah, he like threads them, and then eventually, once they get the helicopter to try and like hurt him, that's when he fires at the engine just beneath the rotor. Yeah, so he's waiting for retaliation for him to actually do stuff. Yeah, he was actually just trying to pull over a helicopter.
Just randomly, like I guess any building would do. But yeah, he shoots it down and then it lands in the water. And then they had a little scuffle there, and then they found out that Dr. 909 is not actually working with Skinner. He just hacked the what's it called? The pharmaceutical company?
Yeah, Delta.
Yeah, Delta whatever.
Distributing Hopna.
Yeah, the people that are distributing Hopna, and then that's how he got all the money. So that was the connection with Hopna. Then that kind of tells the gang that Delta Medicinal has like probably had knowledge of Hopna not being a miracle drug, and possibly working with Skinner to like hide him or something. They're leaving things a little open-ended.
Yeah, I don't know unless the drug company explicitly knew. I mean, it's being ran by Skinner in some way, right? But how would they have it in the data prior without leaking it to the public out of concern for this drug's gonna mutate? Y'all should probably start looking into it, before this guy announces it.
Yeah, makes me think Skinner's not working alone. He has like a group of people as well.
It's on board with it, yeah. Something like that.
Like, there's probably potentially more of what Skinner wants to do other than just kill people. Like, there's a reason.
Oh, for sure.
Was it? I don't know. I'm still stuck in that global warming thing, but because I was saying earlier that it's probably not gonna kill people, but then it started killing that monkey at the end.
Man, what the hell to do my monkey like that, man?
Yeah, they have their own countdown, and then whenever the monkeys die, they have 28 monkeys lined up. Each one is gonna drop each night.
R.I.P. the monkey.
Yeah, and that's it. And then now we're trying to get information on Delta, the pharmaceutical company, or someone in there, because they potentially have plans with Skinner.
Marvin, you're not streaming Minecraft, man.
No.
I want to see Minecraft.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I think Roland told you a while ago. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you can share whatever.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
And then you move it away?
Oh fuck, my fault.
What are you doing?
I thought I was screaming. Thought I was streaming screen one. Honestly, the audio a little loud, so you might want to mute that bitch.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, so that was Lazarus. What else are we watching, fellas?
Apothecary Diaries.
Yeah, how far along are you with that?
Let me check right quick.
If you tell me the episode, I'm not gonna know. So you're just gonna tell me what's happening.
Oh, well, MoeMoe just had the bright idea to have Jinshi cross-dressed to imitate the moon fairy that appeared to the envoys, like the envoy's grandfather, I think it was, like years ago, some shit like that.
Oh yeah. The one where they show Granny was actually bad as fuck.
Yeah,
Right, Irving?
and
Yeah, I know he was wilding out about that whenever it happened. He's watching something.
I didn't know Granny had it like that.
Yeah, Granny was
Yeah, she
wilding, I
shrunk.
guess.
She was tall.
She was
But
tall,
people-
she shorted.
A lot of people shrink as they get older, apparently.
I guess, yeah. I'll find out when I get there.
I mean, it's pretty true. Just look at any of our moms, bro.
What the hell does that mean,
I
man?
know, right?
Bro, I don't know, bro. It's just I feel like my mom was taller when I was younger.
Yeah, maybe you grew and finally got to her.
Yeah,
Like,
I think you were just short, man.
Nah, she used to be like a good like 5'4". Now she's like 5'1".
I don't know, man. I think you just grew. I think
Not
your
only that, but think about other people that like have shrunk, bro. Hold on.
Most of them are just fucking slouching, bro.
Yeah.
You
That's
do
true.
get a little bit smaller as you get older, though. I think this is the real thing.
See, they do.
This is a
They
real
do.
thing? Right. What did it say, Marvin?
fuck you.
My blurry as fuck.
Man. Yes, it's normal for people to lose height as they age, typically starting around the age of 40.
Yeah, but that's the AI answer, bro. Are you
Yeah,
really
you know
gonna trust
AI
AI?
makes up answers now?
Man, fuck you.
I don't know if you can take AI's answer at face value all the time.
Come on, Jamie, you gotta do better research, man.
And
Just
fuck
ask it,
research.
AI. Like, hey Siri.
Hey, Google, can you scan this man's balls?
Google. Show me this guy's butthole.
Yeah, so you're there with Apothecary Diaries. I forget what happens next, but
The head lady in waiting for the wise consort is being outed as like attempting to make an abortion drug.
Why
yeah,
is
that
being
arc.
Lihua?
Yeah. Her cousin Shin. And it's funny because MoeMoe's just thinking to herself, well, yeah, they like either one of them could have been the actual consort, but Lihua's got the assets. Super apparent when they were like standing in front of each other and
Yeah,
he was like crying about it could have been me, it could have been me.
It should have
I
been
learned
me.
better. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's what I'm on. I'm trying to think about what else. One Piece. Watching One Piece. Since I let the
man,
episodes build up.
dude, with the One Piece, I just I wanna watch it, but I'm waiting on the what's it called, the Mappa remakes.
Yeah, I agree for people.
Yeah, this is where
People should wait.
Irving finally watches One Piece, right?
He said, or I don't know. Well, what do you
That
think? Are
make
you
me
gonna
watch
wait
it.
around?
If they change the pacing around, they
Yeah, that's what
Dragon
it
Ball Z
is.
Yeah,
Kai,
that's the goal.
hopefully, maybe I'll start watching it.
Because the pacing is fucking terrible.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I think I watched like one episode like in the middle of it because I already read the manga, so I was like, oh, let's see how this looks like. It feels like they are taking it like a minute a page, like they're trying to fit one chapter into a whole episode.
Yeah, I mean, even in Wano, the most recent arc, they've actually done a better job about the pacing, but there's still like
it's already kind of
where
too
you're
slow.
like, yeah, they still got their issues. I mean, I think it's definitely because of how close the anime is getting to the manga, where they got to slow it down for sure. But it's like I said, it's better than it was in Wano, and before Wano, it was horrendous.
Right.
But yeah, the
and,
1,000. Go ahead.
And have you watched the live action one?
Yeah, I did. At face value, like just taking it for face value, it's not bad. Like the actors themselves did a good job portraying the characters. It was a funny watch. I didn't take it too serious, but it was enjoyable.
Yeah, I
Crazy.
really did like it. Like if someone were to watch that as their One Piece, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah,
like there are some things that they change around, like what's his, I forget his name, but
Arlong?
Mihawk.
Oh, Mihawk.
Arlong, what happened? Yeah, Arlong shows up earlier, or yeah, he shows up a little bit earlier. He shows up at Bariate, what he doesn't do, right?
Nah, they meet him at his park. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they completely meet him at his park, and Mihawk shows up already fighting the pirates that were there beforehand.
Yeah, the Krieg.
Yeah, the Krieg. And he fights that in an island and then shows up to Bariate to fight Zoro. So they do change things a little, but it doesn't fuck with the pacing at all, and it's pretty good. Like there are moments where you're like, oh, I kind of wanted to see this fight, but it's like, we can do without it if the pacing's like this. Like they are fitting like 3 arcs, I think.
They got through that shit pretty fast.
Yeah, they're fitting like 3-4 arcs into like hour-long 8 episodes. But yeah, that's cool. I actually do want to see what happens with the next season. I know they had Osaka had their own Comic-Con. I didn't know they had their own Comic-Con over there. And
oh yeah?
Yeah. Like I found this out like a few hours ago. They have their own Comic-Con, and some of the One Piece live action crew was there. I know Emily Rudd, who plays Nami, and
yeah, that's my girl, man. Watch out.
Usopp's actor Romero, something. I can't remember exactly his name. And then Makenyu, of course, was
Romeo Santos.
Yeah, for sure, man.
That guy.
Yeah, that guy's actually. But yeah, they were there. I don't know what they showed. I don't know if they showed like a sneak peek of it, or they just talked. But I don't know. I couldn't dig too much into it. I didn't know how. But if there was a sneak peek, hopefully on YouTube soon, so I can see what's going on. Because I think they did wrap up.
The goal is to animate all of One Piece, no? Or turn it all live action, not anime.
Yeah, that's the goal, but at what point do they run out of money?
Yeah, it's gonna be expensive. The CGI is gonna go crazy once they get...
Yeah, once they get Chopper in there, bro. The CGI is gonna go fucking insane.
That money's gonna just drink it up.
Yeah, I just wish that I just wish they at least like do the Alabasta arc.
Oh man, the money's gonna run out there because Crocodile, all this fucking sand particles they gotta CGI.
Yeah, you're right.
If they make it there, man.
I mean, that's all my nose that I have for today.
I'm trying to think about what else I've been watching.
You were gonna say something else, weren't you? You had something in mind?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of going hand in hand into what we were gonna do later, as far as like the top 3. But this one's like, what anime character death do you recall that impacted you the most?
Death?
Yeah, the death, a person dying in the anime.
I don't really think I watch stuff like that much.
What you mean?
I mean,
What person died in an anime and it hurted you the most? You have to have like.
God, it's probably One Piece. It's probably something on One Piece.
You don't be crying when people die, man.
Not with fictional characters.
What the hell, Irving? You don't have a character that stands out to you that you really liked and they die?
I think particularly any of them have. Oh, Iggy. Damn, man.
Is that the
Yeah.
dog from
Sacrificed
JoJo's?
himself for the French man, for the French person.
For a Frenchie? Oh no.
That's what I'm saying. That he really gave up his life for nothing, basically.
For a croissant.
French Bulldog's life for a French person, man.
It's
French
crazy,
for French.
man.
Yeah, that one was rough. Every death in JoJo, the way they set it up, that should be hurting, man. They be getting you in the heart. They hook you as soon as they introduce them, because there's like, not as soon as they obviously have to build them up, but when it gets to their death, it hurts. No, but I was gonna say something like Maze Hughes from Full Metal. That one hurted.
I haven't watched Full Metal Alchemist.
I guess
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna watch it eventually, but it's does it have to do with that one? Because there is that one meme where it's like sad day for rain today or whatever. Is that where it comes from?
Yeah, that's his funeral.
I got you. You know what? I think mine would be wait, did he die? I can't remember if he died now. Bon Clay from One Piece.
No, he didn't die.
He didn't die? Okay. I couldn't remember.
He got imprisoned. Or no. What part?
No, because he got imprisoned. I know he got imprisoned, and I went through that whole arc, and it's at the end that it was presumed that he died.
Nah, he stayed back. He sacrificed himself and stayed in prison to let Luffy escape.
All right, he just stayed in prison. Okay.
That was still a pretty rough moment as far as like, because you like Bon Clay once Luffy gets there to prison. You start to.
Yeah, it's kind of like a weird turn. Like, oh, we actually like this guy now. At first, it was a little bit annoying, but now he's kind of down with it.
Yeah.
Like he's
Honestly,
down with the cause.
If they don't break him out and recruit him to the Straw Hats, man, what's the point?
For real.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, I guess I can't think of a death.
The way they initially set it up, though, it's kind of like, yeah, he did die, but no, he's still in prison.
You know what death pissed me off the most, though? Jujutsu Kaisen. Well, there's two in there actually. The first one being the friend that Itadori makes in season 1 that gets turned into a worm or whatever.
You got fucking murked.
I'm like, bro, I actually wanted to see like this character develop, and they had him in the opening being like friendly with them, like being in the Jujutsu school. Like they baited you there. Like that, I wanted to see more of him.
Gege's on some bullshit.
Yeah, that one pissed me off. The other one that pissed me off, which I should have seen, it was on season 2 when they killed the girl, the blue-haired one. Because we have this like 3 episodes like leading up to her like warming up to this girl, and then having to actually attach her, and then they just shoot her. They just shoot her in the head.
You're talking about the star plasma vessel or whatever?
I think. I can't remember much of JJK at this point.
I forget her name. Yeah.
Man, they just shoot her like straight up. It's like, oh man, I actually wanted to see I wanted to see how she looked like grown up.
Gojo holding his curse technique or whatever the entire way. Hannah
Yeah.
slept.
Yeah, he was
And,
mogging the whole time, man. That was his exercise. Mogging exercise for real.
I guess it's also a bit of it shows you a bit of what's his name strength. The assassin guy. I forgot his name.
Toji?
Yeah, him.
Yeah, they
Women's
really power
favorite.
scale him.
Yeah.
But then
Women's
he gets
favorite character ever
absolutely
created.
decimated with a purple ball technique.
Not just that though, but he's pretty good strategy wise. Just wait for Gojo to be weak and vulnerable.
That being said, I haven't finished the Shibuya arc. I'm like in the middle of it.
Man, what's up with you, man?
I don't know. When it comes to shonen, I just stop for a moment and then don't pick it back up. But there's sometimes with like shonen that is just like they try to fluff it up with the story, and some of the story is like I don't want to see this. I just want to go to the action. Like give me as little story as possible. Like shonen would probably be a lot better if it was as little story as possible to care about these characters and more fighting. Like if you do story well, then yeah, fuck it up. Like exceptionally well, like for sure go for it. But then you kind of give me this mid-ass story and then better action. It's like I kind of just want to see the action.
I think that's the same thing I look at shonen for. So things like AOT, like I don't care for what this writer has to say. Really, I just want to watch.
Show me the Titans.
Them fight each other. Yeah, show me the Titans.
Yeah, but season 3 had like no Titans, and that was actually pretty good. I think it was season 3. Yeah, it was season 3. Like at the beginning, at least they had like no Titans whatsoever, and it was just like the inner workings of like the walls.
Yeah.
And I like
that one was with Kenny, right? Where Levi has to fight his uncle or some shit.
I can't remember at this point. It's been so long.
that whole arc where they gotta worry about Kenny and
yeah, Kenny. Yeah, the cowboy looking motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was about that. It was like kind of like political based, and I was a little bit interested on that. But then at some point, it's like, yeah, just show me the Titans.
Those action sequences with the ODM gear, those were pretty good.
Yeah, that was like a one shot, and I was like, holy shit, you did that? Like, who the fuck? Like, you telling me you drew that? And it was like very minimal CG. Like the rotoscoping work was really good, exceptionally good. And then
it did rotoscoping in that.
Yeah, it's like Levi. It's Levi like just ziplining to the city, and it's just like multiple shots. Yeah.
Jamie, can you pull that up?
What is it?
Yeah. Look up Levi versus. I don't know. Levi versus Kenny's gang.
Yeah, it's mainly when Levi starts running or like chasing, whichever one.
More like fleeing. He's getting jumped.
Yeah. Also, they introduced guns in here. I was like, oh shit, you can do that. Like that was an option.
ODM.
Yeah, here.
ODM guns.
All of this. Okay, this is a little bit like not really that good, but then it gets to those scenes like pretty quickly.
When it picks up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all of that.
No, you're fine here.
Like all that's a one shot and is being rotoscoped.
Huh. What does that mean though? A one shot is in the regards of animation? 'Cause I know a one shot, an actual like live film,
Like there's
one
no
take without.
Yeah, there's no cuts. There's no like another perspective. It's just like going.
Okay.
Like I would assume it's the same like in animation. Regardless, it's still like the same sort of like the idea. But yeah, this scene was pretty fucking cool, and it was like I don't think it had any CG at all. If not, it was like very minimal CG.
They animated it in the perspective of it being like a one take type of beat. Okay. No, like you mentioned, no cuts.
Man, I forget how sometimes the background characters just have like the ugliest faces.
Yeah.
Well, I think we can like move on to the to our top 3. We've been trying to get this done for like the past 2 episodes, so we just never did it.
Back to Minecraft.
Back to Minecraft. So who did you pick out first, Marvin?
You, then Deadman, then Irving.
Just in order.
That was the order y'all sent them in. Yeah.
So we're gonna just like talk about our top 3 anime. Something simple, something like filled out the time a little bit. Oh, we're recording for an hour now. That's not bad. All right, so these are my top 3, starting with.
Well, starting with this.
What is this about, man?
This is our investor pitch. You know, investor being us and pitch being our top 3. Presentation being presentation.
Okay.
Is that like Gert?
Right? So, welcome back to another top 10. Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 overrated rappers. All right?
Okay. I thought you had more.
Also, whenever you want me to move forward, just say next.
All right.
I like the little Easter egg you got.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Wait,
what
top left.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fuck you in the bottom right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't even see that. I can't even read that.
Man, I gotta take my meds, man. I don't know.
All right, go ahead.
Really.
This is my top 3. I got number 3, KIMI no TODOKE. What the fuck did you put at the bottom?
Animated?
Oh, that was just from the template.
That's just a template text bubble, man. He really could have deleted that.
He did as minimal work as possible.
You didn't even go and backspace that out, man.
Hey, go ahead and.
Look, man, I was working with some time constraints, right?
Time constraints. Yeah, because you didn't do the other one that you had a week to do.
But you have that little Easter egg. Little Easter eggs
listen.
like unemployed but her feet giving me a job. Oh my god.
All right. My number 3. You are going like that, right? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, my number 3 is KIMI no TODOKE. KIMI no TODOKE is. Have any of you seen it?
Is it about a brother and a sister?
Probably, yeah. I think you're on the right track.
No, they're not blood related.
Like a brother sister.
But they're still brother and sister.
No, they're not siblings at all.
Alright, go ahead.
It's a romance between 2 high schoolers, and it is a really good romance, and it's very, very lighthearted. It's none of this drama bullshit. It's just good. It's like a true shoujo. It's not like a rom-com. I mean, there's funny shit in it, but yeah, I fuck with it. It's like the only like romance anime that I was like fully invested in. It's
Who's the author of that?
The author, I don't know the author. I just watched the anime. I just watched the anime. I think Marvin pulled up he pulled up the volume 1 cover, which is whatever.
What year did this come out?
You said that picture was fine.
Yeah, I was like, don't matter. This came out in early 2000s.
This is animated?
This is animated, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it has 2 seasons, well, 3 seasons now. I haven't finished the 3rd one. Just because I'm not in the right space to like watch it. It has 2 seasons, and then 3 the third one is actually 3 episodes, which each one of them is an hour long. Yeah, so they kind of balled out a little bit, and it was like a really like an IRL time skip for me, because I did not see this anime for like 7 years.
Why is this rom-com so special in comparison to the others?
In comparison to the others, I would say is a lot of, like I said, there's a bunch more drama, like the unnecessary drama.
And this one or the other ones?
On the
And
other
this one's
ones,
more simple.
And
Okay.
Kimi no Todoke is a little more simple. Well, I wouldn't say simple. It's a lot more grounded. It is a lot more real, and it is a little bit to get into like the times, because they're not using smartphones. They're still using like very early like flip phones.
Okay.
So I like the seeing how back then it was written, as opposed to how it would be written now, which is just send an emoji.
Okay.
Just send an emoji and you're there, brother.
How long did it take for the guy to get the girl?
I think, yeah, it was to the end. It was until the end, so there's like a lot of suspense going into them finally dating.
Was and then it rewarding?
It really was. Like, okay. It's one of those things where it was like, now or you're never gonna do it. And then in the 3rd season, which I haven't watched, is actually them dating. So you get pretty much 3 hours of them like actually doing couple stuff.
Cool. And it's concluded, huh?
This concluded. I believe the manga is done for. I'm assuming the 3rd season of the anime concluded completely.
Okay.
Yeah. You can go to the next one. Number 2, we got Soul Eater. Now this is a 180. This is a 180. I fuck with Soul Eater. You guys know this. This is like my favorite shonen. It is very edgy, and I feel like this is where my edgelord started.
Edged out to the max, man.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the first animes you ever tried to show me when we were younger.
Yeah, and you just never watched it. Well, you never passed the first episode. You never watched it by yourself.
I've been meaning to. I've been trying to get around to it because it's one of those OGs that I know I should watch.
Telling me the cat witch wasn't enough, man.
Yeah. Blair, I think that was her name.
I think my tastes were still developing at the time, man.
Your taste was still developing.
Yeah. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, so they're just good as hell. It's very creative. I feel like that kind of story, well, that kind of style is kind of lost in time now. Like, it's one of those things you can't replicate.
It was a really silly anime.
It is pretty silly. Because you have, what makes it a lot more silly is Excalibur.
And what does he say? What is his phrase?
Dude, it was like,
of course. No, it's not of course. Who was it? Look that up, please. Look up Excalibur
Soul Eater catchphrase. I can't remember, because I think I watched it in English and Japanese, so they kind of blend together.
So arrogant and obnoxious.
What?
I am Excalibur, the one and only. My name is Excalibur, the legendary sword. I am the greatest weapon. No, not these.
No.
It's
a short one. Yeah.
Just look up Excalibur being introduced.
Yeah, but yeah, that Soul Eater is silly, but it's also pretty cool. It has really cool scenes, the fighting scenes.
Animation at that time was like, it was a needle in a haystack. Well, not really. There was other. I don't know what I'm getting at, but as far as animation goes, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it does need a little bit of a lift. Like, there's I can't hear it. See.
Yeah, turn it up, please.
I think he said it right there, no? I still don't have it unmuted, by the way, so I'm just gonna...
Talking about something like this?
I don't... Well, I'll probably find it later, but he says some shit, like, constantly.
My boy need a drink.
This is the best sword in the universe, I guess, right?
Yeah, but he's also like the easiest to match up with. I think it was his gimmick. Bro,
Why
go
you kicking in the back?
Yeah, but that's a
But
little bit of the
also-
humor.
the dynamic between Star and Death, the kid. Star was just funny overall in that.
Yeah, Black Star comes off across like an arrogant.
Oh yeah, he was
Like a-
arrogant as well.
Yeah, he's arrogant. Star really tries to aura farm like really hard because he's a ninja, but he's trying to make an entrance. He's trying to make a name for himself. He's trying to go in balls to the wall. Yeah, he's trying to make a name for himself. He just wants. Like, we get introduced to Black Star, of him going against 100 people just to get like the
Like the
witch
gorilla?
soul. Yeah, sure. Yeah, exactly like the gorilla. He thinks he's the gorilla. Like, Black Star really thinks he's the gorilla going against like no, not 100 people, 99 people. Because in order to like evolve your weapon, you have to get 99 souls and then a witch soul.
Yeah.
And if you do it out of order, or if you do one more soul, then you start over.
You do the wrong soul too, you mess. Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta start over. So in the very first episode, I think they got the 99th one.
Yeah, and then they try to go for Claire or Blair, whatever her name was, the witch, which
Yeah,
turns
witch.
out is not a witch, and so they got to start over. That was the very first episode, so that introduces our journey of what it is going to be.
Mhm.
But yeah, I do think Soul Eater does need a little bit of a lift with the animation. Well, not animation, but like quality of it. Like if
Yeah,
it's
it's an old
animated
one.
now, yeah, if it's animated now with modern techniques, it will be even better. Like literally keep everything the same, just give it a facelift.
I don't know, man. The animation style, the art style, you mean, but the animation was pretty ahead of its time. I think what I was trying to get at initially.
Maybe
There was other
I guess
people
I don't
doing
know
it, but
about-
not. It wasn't as prominent as it is today. Where you can find any new anime coming out could have pretty good animation, and then at some point it falls off. But they kept it pretty consistent
Yeah,
when it mattered.
yeah, and then they
Or-
introduced Soul Eater now, which is a completely different. Anyways, we can go next one. And then number one, I know some of you are not surprised, Sound Euphonium. This is where I got the name Kumiko from, the main character. This is different from the other ones. This is a drama. This is a drama within like this school's band club. Which is not surprising. The band clubs always have drama, apparently. You get introduced to Kumiko at the very beginning. She's introduced. She's going to a school, a high school that is like far away from what she was supposed to go, or like what was closest to her. Just because she just wanted to start like completely fresh and knowing everyone. In middle school and then previous before, she was also in the band club and just decides I don't want to be in the band club no more. And the funny thing is when she first shows up to the school, she hears the band playing, and then to the untrained ear, I guess it sounds just fine. But then you hear Kumiko's thought and she's like, yeah, this band's like horrible. Like they're absolutely garbage. They're not doing anything right. So yeah, she meets friends there. She meets friends, and then the friends want to be in the band club. So now she's forced to be again in the band club. And now she's the only one that plays euphonium, and they need a euphonium player. She doesn't want to play euphonium.
That's what that instrument is. Which one is the euphonium?
The big one that she's holding.
That's the one on the right?
Sorry, the one in the middle.
Oh, okay. What the hell is that on the right? Or is it the same thing?
I believe that's a tuba.
A tuba?
Yeah. I mean, it's a brass instrument. A bass instrument. But yeah, I believe that's a tuba. Yeah, it's a tuba, because I think she then later on has like a little mascot, and like, she calls it Tuba-kun.
Tuba-kun?
Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of like a personal journey, like of her like kind of finding what she truly wants to do. And there's some other stuff. There's kind of like a class politics of like, do the third years deserve to be in this ensemble because they're third years, or should people who are like the first years who are really experienced, do they deserve to be in there, like replacing somebody's spot? It's kind of some like class politics like that, and then just like personal like journey from the characters. It's pretty sick. I think it's pretty sick. I think it's a really nice story. That's my top 3.
All right. So now we got Mr. Deadman's top 3. Starting off with number 3. I hope I got the order right.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist.
I was introduced to this one when I don't remember exactly what age, but I saw it on Adult Swim, and then you know how they air it. It's not always the same air schedule.
Like a random episode every now and then.
Yeah. And it's not chronological the way they put it sometimes. I eventually picked it back up in middle school, and it just, I always liked the power system in it. How if you are able to draw an alchemical sign and like understand the complexity of, I guess, chemistry and what you're trying to do with that particular drawing that you did, you can make something of it. But there's also like the law of equivalent exchange. You can't just like make nothing out of something or something out of nothing.
Right, so there's
mainly
something grounded, but then also like just out the wall magical.
Yeah, that's what really initially like caught my eye, or hooked me into it. What I was trying to say. And then the tragedy that unfolds in the first episode, which is what allowed him to be a state alchemist, him trying to resurrect his mom with his brother. That shit was pretty crazy. I think as a kid I shouldn't have seen that. But
man, wait, you're telling me you watched the one where he turns the girl into a dog?
No, I'm talking about the very first episode, how Alphonse gets stuck in a suit of armor, and Edward loses his arm. The very first episode, they're trying to resurrect their mother.
Oh yeah,
that episode was fucked up too.
Yeah, so if I remember hearing that the metal suit behind him, that's his brother, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever they were trying to resurrect her, I think they fucked up the formula with the ingredients of the human body or something. No one's have been able to resurrect human life or do human transmutation or alchemy. But the thing is, like, if you have attempted to do that, you're faced with the gate of truth, which gives you all the knowledge. It's basically you're being hit by Gojo's domain. Very briefly, and you gain, like, you know everything in the universe. once you're out of it, you can't really retain it, except for you're able to do alchemy without having to draw signs. You're able to clap.
It's like the wizards
just,
from Harry Potter and not be able to use the wand.
Yeah, like you just gain a mastery over alchemy.
Okay.
That you shouldn't have unless you did that taboo.
Yeah, again, it's one of those animes that I know I should be watching, but I just never go to it.
Overall, really good story. The world building's interesting.
You know the one thing I do know about this anime?
What's that?
Is that first opening bangs.
It bangs?
The songs, yeah, Again by Yui it's I just constantly have it in my playlist.
I haven't heard. Well, I'm sure I've heard it. I just don't remember it.
Oh,
too much.
Once you play it, you're gonna know.
Pull it up.
Just click my pen for like no reason.
Pull it up, Marvin.
Number 2.
No, pull up the song. The opening.
Oh, my fault. Whoops. I was not listening. Y'all ain't none.
Yui, but Again by Yui. YUI.
One of those same situations with you, Rolla. That I know I should have watched it, and I did start it. I got to like episode 3 or something.
That a good volume?
Yeah, I heard it. Just wanted to like remember how it sounded. Oh yeah. And then the beat changes up, or like it picks up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what were you saying?
Yeah, go ahead.
Which next?
No, Irving was talking about it.
No, I think I started watching that one like at work, and I got like, I couldn't tell you. It's on my Crunchyroll, and I don't have Crunchyroll anymore. How far along I got to it, but it was definitely that first episode. Like you said, it's obviously one of the most impactful ones. Where it got me a little hooked on it, but it has the old anime pacing problem. Still.
Yeah.
I'd say it was what strayed me away a little bit from it.
I think this is one of the ones that didn't have it as much, but it was still apparent. It's like, this one's more of a journey as far as how can I try and get my arm, well, mainly my brother's body back and my arm. You're kind of in it for a little bit.
Man, fuck my brother. How do I get my arm back?
I gotta crank it out. I can't do it with a metal arm.
Yeah. I can, but it's gonna be cold as hell when I gotta grip it a little too hard.
I gotta wait, like hold it over the stove to warm it up. I gotta use oil as lube.
No. Good.
Yeah, you can move to the next one.
Damn, 2 classics back to back.
Type shit. On this one, same thing. I think I saw it somewhere on Adult Swim, but I never gave it a chance until like high school. I love the world building in this one. The power system, again, is pretty interesting. Anybody can become cracked out of their mind if they like take the time to dedicate themselves to the power. Well, honestly, it's gate kept. If I remember correctly, the power system is gate kept. You kind of got to be cracked in order to be brought into the fold about the power system of men.
Yeah, because everyone here has from what I know, everyone here has like a unique power, and then the main characters is just grow up and have long hair.
No, that was kind of like an awakening of some kind. It hasn't really been explained, but he like stole time from himself from the future out of anger.
That's weird.
Yeah, like he stole his own potential, essentially, like getting rid of his future. Like everything that he could be, but in the future, he needed it in that particular moment to fight his opponent.
I'm sure it'll make sense when I watch it. I'm sure.
Yeah, you'll get a grasp of the power system, and like it's like, do you know the power system in Jujutsu? How you can put contracts on your curse technique in order to amp it in some way, a tit for tat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was introduced in this. I don't know if it was the first one to do it, but the
But it was like one of the
power
first
system is
signs.
pretty in depth. There's a lot of videos out there explaining how complex it is.
And this is still not finished, right?
Nah, unfortunately, no. The author is like, he has back pain
Hmm.
and he's unable to like consistently work on it, but like there's rumors that he's finally like gotten over his pride and hired people to help him in finishing it.
Oh, he's one of those that just wants to do everything himself.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I mean
okay.
it's his
It makes
baby
sense.
essentially.
Yeah.
He's actually married. No, am I getting this wrong?
I think I know what you're gonna say. I think he's married to the author for Sailor Moon.
Yeah, Yoshiro Togashi,
Oh, it is him.
creator
Okay.
of Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, I was right. I was on the money. The soundtracks in this one, I fuck with this one. Soundtracks,
Yeah,
the
I've heard
music
some
that
of
was
them.
played during the Chimera Ant arc, the intros are really good. Like I said, the world building, the characters are interesting. What caught my attention initially was just the idea of the hunters, where you get unrestricted access to most places if you get this one license. That's what caught my eye.
Hmm.
How important this. And it wasn't even like his goal. He just wanted to fucking find his dad, bro. He's just one of those kids who grew up without a dad. I gotta find that shit.
Yeah, the enemy problem 101. Where the fuck are the parents?
Oh yeah.
He's trying to solve that problem.
Mm-hmm. It's a good watch.
Wait, what did you put there, Marvin? A freaky Ben 10 looking that dude.
Nah, fake ass.
Fake ass.
Fake ass Ben 10 looking dude.
You need to watch
Like,
though.
I think it's starting to show the kind of anime that I'm into.
Yeah,
as like
it's starting.
adventurous.
It's a old school shonen.
Yeah, I mean that's what I grew up on. First, the anime I'm pretty sure I saw on Adult Swim was Naruto.
Is that the next one?
No,
Okay.
you can go to the next one.
Oh yeah.
One Piece.
Yeah. I personally will never watch this because it's too long. But they're trying to fix it. They're trying to fix pacing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like world building and like lore, and the characters. Like,
And-
I couldn't get into this one for a long time though. I kept trying. I used to hate on people who watched One Piece. I used to be the guy. I was like, it's too long. It's too long, man. And then like on a lunch break when I was working at Lowe's, I was like, man, fuck it, let me commit. Got nothing better to do just aside from eat my food. I couldn't think of anything else to watch. Yeah, so I put on One Piece while I was eating lunch. And I just committed, and I fell in love with Luffy and the crew. The politics within One Piece are pretty crazy. I love how at the end of each arc they'll do a perspective on everybody and like see where they're at in their life or how like this point in the story.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope. Like by the time you get to the end of the arc, you the whole arc you're following the crew, but then you're like reminded there's still shit going on in the rest of the world. Like there's other events unfolding that are potentially gonna get tied into the main plot. You know,
Yeah.
subplots being introduced and shit.
Oda loves leaving like breadcrumbs around.
Oh, he's really good at it. It's crazy how much, as you're watching it, there's like so many details.
Yeah, he really does know how to make world building. I was also part of the crew that thought it was too long and decided, you know what, it is too long, so I'm just gonna read it. This is gonna take a lot shorter. It's gonna take a lot less time reading it than watching it.
Yeah, I mean, overall, the silliness is what I really enjoy out of it. The dynamics between the crew members, Zoro and Sanji constantly hating on each other.
Yeah.
I just get a good laugh out of watching it, and pretty good adventure.
Yeah, the tropes are fun. The only thing I don't like is how just how they change the characters on the time skip. Because I really liked Nico Robin's like outfits in before the time skip, where it was just like cowboy-esque.
Yeah.
Like I really like that, and they turn it a little bit more into a model, like a modern type model, and she still looks really good. But I just love the cowboy one.
I know I said Nami was my girl, but Robin's my wife, bro. Chill out. Can't be talking about her.
And I liked Nami's shorter hair. I liked her better with the short hair. And I liked her more with less titties on her.
Yeah. No, they enhanced them quite a bit. It was kind of, it's a little off-putting how they're twigs with big old balloons. But
like,
to some people they like it. Yeah, I mean,
some
it is
people
what
like
it
it.
is.
For me, it's like whatever. I guess this is what you chose. Go ahead. It impacts nothing of the story.
Yeah, I mean, it's still nice to look at it like sometimes. But Robin, I just like how she's like the, what is she? The historian, the cartographer?
Yeah. Well, no, cartography. It's map making.
That's Nami. Yeah. She's the
but Nico Robin's
Robin,
the historian. Yeah.
She just enjoys a good book, and she's the historian.
Yeah, and I really like her backstory. Like she's not. They really have like a bounty on like a 7-year-old girl, just because she knows how to speak a forbidden language.
Yeah, because she's able to effectively research a dark period of the history.
Yeah, and it's also that like that's the longevity of the story. Like there's the monoglyphs, I believe they're called.
Yeah, the poneglyphs.
The poneglyphs. Yeah, those cubes from Fortnite. They're just scattered around the world, and they have like Nico's the only one that can read it. Oh, I think there's like hints so other people can read it.
One could be like the grocery list of somebody from that time period.
Yeah. and it is like potentially crucial to finding the One Piece.
But also finding out what happened during that time period. I think 100 years.
Yeah.
The Dark Age, or I don't remember off the top.
I do like this one thing, and then I think it was on the manga. I mean, not the manga, on the anime only. Because I don't remember seeing this panel of like Zoro being like potentially could read it. Because he was just like standing there looking at it, like thinking about it. I was like, "Are you reading it? Like, what are you doing?"
No, that was 100% a gag. Yeah, I love those little moments.
Like, I know that his ass is not reading anything,
but
he could barely tell him out.
The power system, yet again, power system is interesting to me. Like I was trying to say for Hunter, an ordinary man could just become cracked if he's dedicated to the craft. In this one, it's more so because hockey, anybody can attain hockey. The real like jump in power that somebody can gain is getting a devil fruit, but that's
like how far.
Those are rare as hell.
Yeah. It's also with hockey, you have to lock in. With the devil fruit, you just have to find it.
But also be lucky, because you can get a trash ass devil fruit.
Yeah.
With hockey, you're just boxing.
Yeah.
It's really how good you are at scrapping, which is pretty dope. That's my top 3.
So now we got Irving Chan's picks. This is number 3.
Oh my god.
I did not expect to have you this one in here.
It's pretty good.
For my showcase on my favorite romance, I guess, and one of the ones that impacted me the most.
Double Chin is the girl.
Yeah, it pulled something out of me that I didn't know was there. When I was watching it, I guess the way their story is together.
For the life of me, last night I could not. I was way too intoxicated. I couldn't. Like, you kept saying the title name, and I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" But I remember I watched this one.
I started off watching it because of the memes of the blonde hair girl. I don't even remember her name at this point, but
Yeah.
the memes she'd show up in. And well, I was already a fan of like rom-coms and stuff like that, so I picked this one up, not knowing anything about it. And then, like I said, their story together is really good.
I mean,
like
is it
her
really
friend.
the
Like
goth
the
one?
evil. Yeah, the goth one. Not really goth, but she's more like she's sassy. I like her sass.
Dark and mysterious.
Yeah.
Vibe, yeah.
Yeah, all the characters in here are really fun. This is like I believe this is like an anime original. Like there's no manga behind it, and I think Crunchyroll like produced it.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, there's no way. I swear there's a manga behind this. Can we fact check this? Jamie?
We're looking up.
Just look up. Just go to my anime list. Tomo-chan is a girl.
Does the Tomo-chan have a manga? Or yeah, my anime list.
Yeah, because my anime list will tell you
For
the
sure.
source.
Instead of AI lying to us.
Yeah.
No, some of their story really related to me a lot, so it's kind of like
What particular
never
parts?
expected it. I'd rather not talk about it, but if you watched it,
We can
If you
talk about
watched
it
it,
after
then
if
you'll
you don't want it
understand.
on the. If you don't want it to be.
They're buff. That's a
Recorded.
buff woman that you really like. Buff woman.
No, it's not. I don't think it's about buff women. I mean, the
something
anime
like
is,
that,
but
bro.
I don't think what he's relating to.
Yeah, it
I'm not
has
seeing anything for a.
It doesn't say adaptation anywhere, right?
No.
No. Yeah, it's just an anime original.
Oh wait, right here.
Yeah.
Based off of this.
Okay, so there isn't it. Then maybe I'm getting something wrong because I remember Crunchyroll doing like an anime original at some point.
Yeah, it has to be something else.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably got it mixed up with this because I remember they were like promoting the hell out of this. Anything else you want to say about this, Irving?
Not quite. I think I said my piece for it.
Alright, number 2.
Vinland Saga. Another beautifully crafted story about revenge. The beginning.
What's that about actually? Like, well, what I know you just said it, but like in a little bit more depth to it because I never seen it, but I've always heard
Revenge?
about it.
And growth.
Yeah, this is true. Basically, this is the main character right here up front. It's in the Viking period,
Like, oh,
and he learns from his father, who is like a high-ranking person in the Vikings, but he ends up wanting to get out of the Vikings. But for him to have that, it means death or something.
it's like modern day.
It's like leaving a gang.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah. And so he ends up finding a way out, but he's hunted down by the Vikings still, and a gang ends up getting to him.
They were
And they
hired
end up-
by.
Yeah.
There's a little. They wanted to bring him back, right? But the
Yeah.
guy himself, who was tasked with bringing him back, didn't want. He just fucking hated him.
He hated his
Oh,
guts for leaving, basically, because
Yeah,
all
so
they
he had
understand
hired-
is battle, pillaging.
Hired a group of mercenaries to like, hey, off him. Type of beat. Get rid of him.
Well,
All I've really seen from this was the I have no enemies.
So, are you gonna watch it eventually? You're
It's
gonna
one of
see it, like,
those.
the first episode.
It's one of those that are on my list. It's definitely there because I know how much people like it.
it's not quite what I'd say is a shonen like
Oh,
traditional. It's all about the action fight scenes.
Mhm.
it's really
Story
a lot of
driven.
exposition.
Right.
slow
Yeah,
pace.
it's about the characters.
But it does have some banger fights. Enjoyable to watch. Not like animation wise, but it's pretty cool.
Like they have heart
at
to it.
least. Yeah, you can feel the passion.
Right? Yeah. It's not any like we're just fighting just to scrap.
So as he's getting hunted down,
little bit of that.
There's a little bit of that in there.
Yeah.
as he's getting hunted down, they end up in a ravine on a boat, and they end up getting attacked from the tops of the ravine, and then invaded from the front by boats, and because they were trying to escape or whatever, they end up jumping onto his boat, killing his father in front of him.
But they would have won if he wasn't a stowaway there and taken hostage.
True enough, but I'm talking about more like about the facts that happened,
Right.
instead of getting into the nitty gritty of the details of it. So the kid survives, but he watches his father get killed by the gang leader, and so he ends up also just joining that gang in a way, but just strictly for revenge. And the leader obviously knows that, and he's like, I just let him come with it, doesn't really matter as long as he can fight. And every so often he'll challenge him again to a duel to just try and kill him over and over as he's young. He ends up finding out his goal is unattainable, and it chases him completely. Segues into the second season, where he's faced with the fact that he lost his entire purpose.
Yeah,
And
so it's
that's
so it's kind of about like him finding like peace within himself.
Yeah, basically.
How to move on from that.
Not only just move on from that, but also how to spread how he's learned about himself.
He also feels remorse at some point. He starts to feel remorse for the damage he's done whilst on a path of revenge.
Yeah, really good story.
This kind of reminds me of The Last of Us, like the second game, at least.
I never played it.
No, okay, then that one.
Want to?
I won't spoil it for you.
I mean, the first one was really good. I liked it, but I had no idea where they were gonna take the second one after how the first one ended.
The second one's really good. I don't know how much you know about the second game, so I'm not even gonna, because spoiling the first 30 minutes of it is like spoiling.
I know about it. I like to be in the know about some things sometimes. I be spoiling myself, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but if people don't like, if you don't know like about the first 30 minutes of The Last of Us 2, then I'm not gonna say anything because
I would have loved to experience it organically, but I'd just be impulsively curious.
But yeah, like The Last of Us 2, it's kind of just like a revenge story, and then just. But some people didn't like it because at the end it's kind of like, why did we fight all this anyway? But yeah, it kind of reminds me a little bit of that.
No, there's other ways that people have like just made a video on like explaining how they see they could have done it instead of the way that they did, and
Yeah, but at what
that.
point are you like, they did it, so we just leave it at that?
Yeah, but it definitely made a lot of people unhappy.
It did. I did. Extremely unhappy. They send death threat to the fucking voice actors, and they're just doing their job, man. They're just reading a paper.
Yeah, like I understood. I was a part of that team. Like, man, fuck them, man. I was hurt.
I mean, it probably could have been like the later half of it could have been better, but it's like I like it for what it is.
Yeah, that's where I'm currently at right now.
Anyways, we can go to your third one.
It's true. Please watch that one, Rolla. Really
okay, I'll keep it in mind with the Full Metal Alchemist. I should have known this was coming.
Berserk, #1, man, still on top.
Yo, Burke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Berserk. Greatest story in fiction ever created, man.
Damn. So I don't even know if I want to ask about Berserk because I kind of just want to just read it for
You
myself.
Haven't? Oh,
No,
my.
not at all. Like people keep saying like fuck Griffith. I'm like, I don't know what this motherfucker did. like he has a cool ass design, I guess.
I want to troll and be like, he did nothing wrong to like answer that, but
He's one of the greatest villains ever written. Considering that you hear that from everybody is like fuck Griffith.
Yeah.
He's one of the greatest. Like
nobody likes it. Like absolutely nobody.
no.
Like
it
I would
brings so much
say
hate.
they like him because of how it's written. Because they like him because they hate him.
yeah, this is the same way I feel about him. That's why I want to get a tattoo of Griffith, which it'd feel like really bad
You're
because
kind of shooting yourself in the foot.
there is some people like really weird people who will say that he was justified in what he did, but I don't think anything could justify what he did, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's just rage bait. I'm sure there is like that 1%er, like you're saying, that does truly believe he was owning up to his goal. But
I
still,
mean, it should have been expected.
gross measures.
Because I mean, his entire point of his existence was to fulfill his goal until he was met with guts. It changed him a little bit, which it's not like he wasn't surrounded by other people at the same time who worshipped him and cherished him in a way, being in the band of the Hawk.
You just fell in love with the goth black swordsman, man.
Yeah, man.
Also, I like that.
You never knew.
I like that Marvin. I think that's the image for the CG anime.
Yeah, the 2016 horrible one, bro. You know the story was good because this is one of my first like forays into Berserk was the 2016. I was like, damn, this is some hot ass, but this story is good though. I like what this is working with.
Like I wish it was animated properly.
Yeah, no, and it's also one of those dead ones to me that they'll never get a good animation.
Oh.
Or even potentially never finished.
Well, it's said that he's like left people to work on it since he passed.
Yeah,
like,
his apprentices.
Like if
They're
he has
taking on the
someone that knows the story and can tell it properly after he passed away, and I'm like, yeah, give it.
And they are releasing. They do release.
The thing is that I feel like there'll always be like some kind of doubt or like it's like they're not everybody's gonna be 100% happy with the fact that he passed away, didn't finish the story, and somebody else picked it up.
And then potentially
they don't know
ruin it.
I don't even think ruin it. I think it's like they'll probably make it good because it's direct apprentices under him, and they say that they understood where he wanted to go with the story.
But there'll be doubt
I
about
trust him I trust him in that way, but like I don't think it'll be received that way because it's not directly Kentaro Miura writing it.
Right.
Rest in peace to GOAT, man.
The fuck is Berserk?
Yeah. Oh, there's a bit of an inside joke. That man. We did a
Deep cut.
Yeah, we did a video. We were just at Anime Matsuri, and we did a video of like having a bingo card. And Marvin, he was competing against me, and then he had a cameraman with him. Marvin went into one of the panels, like that they have like randomly, and it was that we're talking about Berserk, and he just goes in there like, "What the fuck is Berserk?"
No shot.
I'm like, dude, that's so.
Did he get stuff thrown at him? I feel like that's
no.
reaction.
I mean, he whispered it. He whispered it to the camera. It's not like he said it out loud to everybody in the room.
Oh man, he should have. That would have been golden.
Yeah, it was like one of the funniest things to me. Like, damn, you went to a Berserk panel and then knew jack shit about it.
Come on, Marvin.
Yep.
You gotta recreate that. You gotta show some more heart.
Oh my,
Yeah, it's still out there on the.
You probably ain't making it out of that panel.
hell no.
Yeah, I'll show you later. That it's still on the YouTube. It's still on my personal channel.
But yeah, this 2016 segued me into the movies. And I think after the movies, I also wasn't exactly super happy about the quality of it. But I was like, it's serviceable. I didn't want to go to the 90s one because I knew it was going to be old anime pacing. And
Right.
that always kind of turns me off. And then, so instead, I decided I'm going to read the manga. And that's all I did in high school for like my junior and senior year of high school was read
And-
Berserk.
Did you read up to what to the stopping point where he like stopped working on it, or just to the eclipse?
Nah, I did get up to the stopping point, I think. I think I
There
did
was no more.
remember waiting for the chapters, and I was like, well, I'm gonna just let myself forget about it for a while, and then come back to hopefully a lot more chapters written.
It never came.
Never came to be, man.
Damn.
Yeah, I think I got to some of the more important parts of after the eclipse, where he was already working his way towards Griffith. I think one of the more memorable parts was when he worked with Zod.
Yeah, that one was cool.
That was some dope. I was watching it on my iPhone 7 or whatever, so it was kind of tiny, but I looked at it and I was amazed.
And now that you don't bring it up, but the artwork for that one is, each panel was a work of art for sure.
It's also a problem with trying to find a tattoo artist that'll like draw like something that like for Berserk is like Kentaro Miura is just so good at drawing that it's hard to match his art style and make it beautiful like he did.
So much detail.
Yeah, I mean, and this is like one of those mangas where it's like hand drawn, like not digital. Because most mangas nowadays are digital.
Which is
Yeah.
also why
this
it's so
is
hard
like a
to
paper.
adapt. So many people, or each instance of the attempting to adapt or adapting is just CGI because of how much detail goes into the actual the source. Which people, like I said, they cop out and go for CGI.
I wouldn't say it's a cop out. I think it makes the workflow easier, which is like, go for it. Like, if it makes the workflow easier and like more manageable, and it doesn't
Well, yeah,
tire you the fuck out, like, yeah, of course use it. And if you don't, and you want to like keep it like what's it called, just 100% to you in your
Yeah, I know I'm
hand.
reaching. It's any anime adaptation is never gonna get a 1-to-1. Obviously, that's just not how animation works. But
and actually they kind of prevent their artists to like do it from 1-to-1.
yeah,
They're like, do this your way.
hey, move up, Diego. Oh, that's already late in the pod.
It's already late. We're about to end.
Anyways, I did end up watching the 90s anime like maybe 7 months ago or something, because I was just foaming at the mouth for anything at that point.
They just give you anything, Berserk, anything.
Yeah, and they have the entire thing on YouTube. You can just watch it on YouTube.
Wait, it's like
Actually-
it's like episode 1 part 1, or is it the full
Yeah.
episode?
No, well, it's like the entire like 90s anime all in one video.
No.
Oh,
Oh, all in
Yeah, like
one
it's-
video.
Yeah. I ended up watching that one at work. Instead of working, I was just sitting there watching Berserk on my forklift. I was like, all right.
see, but I think that 90s art style, I think it was fitting for it.
It did work, which is what I was gonna say too. Because we were talking about the drawing and the art style, it wasn't stunning as reading the Berserk manga, I don't think, but
the grittiness
it,
of it, it gave
was
a
still
nice
good.
feeling.
It was still good. The pacing was still not my favorite, but I did like it all in all. It was still really worth the watch.
Oh yeah, yeah. It holds a special place as well.
Yeah, I'm afraid of reading this because I know I'm gonna get to that point where there's no more chapters.
Oh yeah. I wish I knew that before I started it. No, I started with the movies though.
Yeah,
My brother-in-law, I'm a little kid. Hey, you should watch Berserk. The movies are on Netflix. I'm like, oh, all right. No, I think it was in high school when I watched it. Yeah, I think we can wrap it up there. No?
Yeah, I don't think we got. And you guys got anything else to say?
All right. Now on to mine.
Oh right, yeah. I forgot. I forgot you had.
I don't even want to know.
What kind of ugly ass
I gotta get a beer for this one. Hold on, man.
Number 3.
No, I'm
I'll
pretty sure
wait
this is
for
gonna
him
be
to come
quick.
back.
This is gonna be quick. I'm sure. I'm sure he barely. I'm pretty sure the only 3 that I ever watched are on this list.
Oh, hold on. Nah. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
What do you mean? Don't spoil it. You don't watch
Don't
anime.
spoil it. All right. Give him like 2 seconds to get that beer. He doesn't have him handy. He needs a little fridge.
For real.
I'm saying, man.
Oh, he can hear us.
He's got wireless.
Wireless headset motherfuckers be like.
Hold on, let me take a piss right quick. Type beat. On
Nah,
the mic.
hell nah.
Let me piss on the, take a pic-
On the mic.
let me piss on the
Hell
mic. No,
Nah,
I was
hell
talking
nah.
about how wireless motherfuckers be.
That's Diego.
Damn, why you frying chicken in there?
Alright.
You got an actual beer or a Tweezy?
He got
Oh.
Tweezies. Ooh.
He got 2 of them.
Oh, you're bugging out.
Double fisting.
Double fisting, double clutching.
My unemployed
We ain't
friend on
granny
a Monday
shifting out to this
afternoon.
motherfucker.
All right. So at number 3,
Mhm.
I got Dragon Ball, man. Dragon Ball Z. I mean, the explanation is right there. I'm brown. What'd you expect, bro? Right?
Yeah.
It's in the genes.
True. Also, my first game ever on the PS2 was Budokai 2. Shit
It was hard.
adaptation, because it was like a board game, but you know, it's what got me into it. So
Okay.
that's number 3 for me. I mean, I don't need to talk about Dragon Ball, right? No introduction needed.
I think we all know what Dragon Ball is.
All right, number 2.
Those are
I
video
got-
games, man.
It's the game. It's the game.
I couldn't find a decent picture, but the Gen 4 of Pokemon, that anime, that's when I started watching, and therefore that's why these are my favorite games. Reason I can't think of anything. Please fix the games.
You know what? Diamond and Pearl was my favorite one out of all of them.
I don't think I even played these.
Well, not even the game, but the anime.
Number
Okay.
1. Teen Titans TV show on Cartoon Network, bro.
That's a cartoon, but yeah.
I can't blame you for that one, bro.
Hold on.
You know what?
Look at the explanation though.
Shut up,
This was-
man.
Whatever. This was the first anime or animated show I ever finished. I don't care if it's not the same genre. It's animated, right?
Look, Teen Titans has a lot of inspiration from anime, so it's like it's right there.
Nah, it did go hard though.
This was cinema, bro. Back in the
Yeah.
day, bro, as a youngling watching that stuff on TV for real, bro. Banger after banger.
Yeah,
Mhm,
it didn't even
mhm.
matter if it was chronological or not. You sit down one episode,
Hell
like
yeah.
one random ass episode, it's a banger.
Hell yeah.
You know what
You had a
episode
good
I always
night
think
that
about?
What?
For some reason, that one episode that always sticks out to me is the one with the magician. Like I can't even explain it. They're like this magician. They're playing magic tricks on them.
You know,
And
Like,
there
one.
was a series of episodes where they were like, huh?
Never mind. Go ahead.
So there was like a series of episodes where they're like kidnapped and then they're all put into like an arena to fight one-on-one. I low-key fucked with that.
I
Like,
feel like I
do
know
you
what's
vaguely remember that?
I feel like I vaguely remember. And the other episode that I think about a lot is Robin going up the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think about that one a lot in his journey, and mainly where the rest of the gang try on his clothes.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Oh.
I remember that one.
Man,
But
the openings were always hard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yumi.
definitely. Fucking bang. But yeah.
Wait, what?
Nah, I wasn't done. I wanted to throw in one more thing about that.
Oh, go ahead.
Banger of an
in.
episode, a tragedy as well, when they introduced Terra.
That's
boy,
where that
My
was
boy Beast Boy.
that was its
He discovered.
peak, and then it like went all the way down because it like breaks you.
He discovered the power of white woman. He discovered Snow Bunny mind control. And then, nah, they did him dirty. My boy Beast Boy, rest in piss.
Also, am I the only one in my head that thinks Beast Boy is Mexican?
I can see it.
Like he
Yeah.
he has the like skinny ass Mexican kid.
I think he
can
just
see
has
it.
Chihuahua ankle biter energy, bro. I think that's
Yeah, that's it. I think you got it down.
Oh, also, Starfire's sister. What is it? Sapphire?
Blackfire.
Man, Sapphire.
Blackfire.
It's just Blackfire.
Blackfire, man.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, I do know. I forgot
fold,
where
bro.
I read it.
Oh my god.
I'd fold.
Yeah,
I'd fold.
I'm a victim.
I forgot where I read.
Okay. I just thought something.
No, I gotta blur it.
No, you gotta show me this after the pod.
Oh,
I didn't see it.
Man.
Oh, is it Friday content for me?
No, that's not Friday content.
Oh,
It's,
well, I just seen it, bro. Cause
What was I gonna say?
don't Google that one alone.
Yeah, I was gonna say I forgot where I read it, but I know they're working on a Teen Titans movie for the TCU, and they haven't gotten the right script yet, so they're really taking their time into having this movie be good.
Cause that cartoon was a banger. It was definitely up there.
I think they realized the flops after flops that cinema has been dropping lately, or a lot of
Dude,
superhero cinema.
Yeah, I mean,
How
they
many
got
movies
James Gunn.
They only have one movie, right? Teen Titans Go to Tokyo. That shit was
Yeah.
peak. Oh
Yeah.
boy, Robin was on some timing.
Yeah, I'm just hoping because these characters. I hope they have these characters, but I kind of feel like they're not because they're tied to DCU and they can't just introduce Robin.
I feel like what they can do is take a Marvel spin on it, where like they just introduce them, but this is like a different universe.
I guess. I mean,
And
they already
then-
had the Flash.
Yeah, because like, in the end, they can choose to combine them, or they could just same thing going on at the same time, different universe.
Yeah. Yeah, because I want this gang. Like, this is Teen Titans to me. Like, I am aware there's like a bunch of other iterations of who Teen Titans are, but like this is the one. Because they all work. Like, you have Robin, the one that doesn't have superpowers at all, but it can still like he is the massive threat.
He'll beat the brakes off you, man.
Yeah, then you got Cyborg, who is like, he's just a fucking cyborg. He's the mechanic, basically, the brains.
Mechanic.
Yeah,
And they all jumped him and he still whooped their ass.
for real.
Oh God!
Then they have Beast Boy. He's like the comedic relief, and he's like the bro with Cyborg, and he's just like a lot of potential just because of like his power being able to transform. Then you just have an alien with Starfire, and then you have Starfire's like romance with Robin, and then you have a Raven who has like this dark energy or whatever, like just kind of like mysterious.
Put me on a goth woman, honestly.
And put me on a goth woman, and she has like a. I always felt like she had like some sort of like sub romance with the Beast Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also a sub romance with Robin as well. I think, right?
Yeah.
Whenever she was like
maybe
on the Trigon arc.
A little bit, maybe.
I think so. Where Slade was involved in like trying to help her fall victim to the control of Trigon or some shit.
Dude, and then Slade being the villain, it's just like
Slade was a badass. He was a cool villain.
He was.
He had aura.
Really good villain.
Dude, that episode where like Robin like is chasing Slade, but he's not really there, and then Raven goes into his mind and then finds out Slade is there and just punches the fuck out of her.
That shit was crazy, dude.
I remember
had me tweaking, man. I'm like, what do you mean he's not there?
And then he is there, like, bro, what's going on, man? But yeah, we could probably talk about this forever, but I'm just gonna leave it there.
Anyone have anything to leave off on?
No, I think
Thank you for coming to our TED Talk. I don't know if we have socials. I just put it right there. That's our phone number. I set up a Google phone for us.
That is not.
If anyone wants to say anything. And then we got Lil Man.
Wait, did you get is Mike answering the phones at the office?
Yeah.
Mike is answering the phone.
Yeah, he's answering the phones.
Okay, yeah, okay. Just making sure. Yeah, I just want to make sure.
So whenever anyone calls, ask for Mike.
Yeah.
Be there.
Yeah, or Michael Tuckers.
Oh, you don't know this. You don't know.
Did I not? Is this not the right same Mike?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Anyways, we'll leave it off here. Whoa! Look at that.
What's he doing?
Oh, he found out how to use the effect on the slide.
Is this part of the convention?
BERSERK, yes.
Is this a panel?
Yeah, pretty much every time you know